welcome back to Highland Homemade Crafts. So we're going to be doing a few different things today because there's a couple of things I want to try out. I'm going to be doing sort of, well, I don't know if I can do it in these coasters, but I'm going to try. I want to do or try larimar effect. I'm not sure if that's going to work, but we will see. And I also want to do a beach themed sort of jar, which is why I've got this jar mould out. I've not used it yet, so that's going to be exciting as well. So yeah, and I've already got my colours mixed out. I've got my colours out. I've got a few greens. I've got a yellow. I've got a few blues out. So yeah, we're just gonna have a bit of fun with this and see if we can get to see if we can do a larimar for a start. So yeah, let me get my resin mixed up and we'll definitely get right to it. So I'll be right back. Hi guys, this is voiceover me. So here I made up about 250 milliliters, I think, of resin. I decided that I wanted to do the coasters first. So because these coasters aren't quite as deep as what other people have done larimars in, I wasn't quite sure how many drops of white to put in or how many drops of colour to put in. So I kind of just winged this completely, actually. I knew I needed more white than the colours, or that's what I thought with Lisa from Girl in the Garage's video. She had way more white than the colours. She had 70 grams of white and the rest of it was 20 grams. So I just thought as long as I had enough white, it might work. And I really do believe this white isn't as pigmented as I thought. So I do need to get a different white because this took me about 25 drops. And it still wasn't to the consistency that I think it should have been at. So I do need to get a more pigmented white, and I don't really think it's a sinker white either. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get another one of those. So, but this white's really good still. Just because it's not pigmented enough doesn't mean it's not a good white. It is a good white. It's from Octopus. And Octopus inks are amazing. Really are amazing. So in the white goes, I realised that my, because I've got my heat mat under there, a bit, like if I put the coasters too far to the left, there is a bit of a slant. So I had to move the coasters a bit further to my right, and that's what I did. So here I'm just mixing up my colours. Now, because I wanted to do like almost like a tropical theme, I decided on the greens and yellows, just to symbolise what you would see like in palm tree leaves and stuff like that. But the yellow got absolutely eaten up by the green. I think that green's a lot more pigmented than the yellow is, as you can see. But I thought I'd give it a try anyway. So I put the yellow in first. I realised that I put way more yellow in that other coaster than I did in the second coaster. And that's probably another reason why well, I say it didn't work. It did a little bit in my view, I think. It was just really transparent and it was hard to see as well. But I think it did do a little bit of a larimar, I cannot speak. Blah, blah, blah. Larimar effect. I got there in the end. But yeah, it was way too transparent. I mean, I did want it a bit more pigmented, but yeah, I didn't get that. So now I've moved on to the jar, and I have to say I love this blue. It is such a deep blue, and I absolutely love it. I'm gonna have to get some more of this blue. I don't even know where I got it from, but if I can find another one just like it, it is gonna make my heart sing, as Claire would say. Off of Claire's Crafty Corner. Speaking of Claire's Crafty Corner, this is a part of a collaboration called the Summer Collaboration, and the playlist will be down below for if you wish to go and see the other artists out. There is some absolutely wonderful artists in there, and Claire herself is an absolute joy to watch, and she's an absolutely wonderful person. So go and check her out and go and check the playlist out as well, because honestly, you'll not be disappointed. So back to the video. I did put some silver flakes in this and it turned out really pretty. The only problem is I did overspill it just slightly, and I was so worried it was gonna just go everywhere, but I managed to save it. I did realise that I didn't make up enough for the jar, so I did have to make up another, oh, how much did I make up? I can't remember. I think it might have been maybe 200 millilitres of extra resin up, just to fill that jar. And I am using here my silver Hemway glitter, and I have to say I am so impressed with this Hemway glitter. I am so grateful for Tina for sending it me, and honestly, I would get a whole bunch of this. It is amazing. So there I am, just putting the last bit of that resin that I had left in there. Just clear, because it is going to be transparent anyway, so I didn't think it would really matter if I just like chuck that in there. And it didn't, because it still turned blue, so and the amazing thing is that glitter, I didn't put any glue in it whatsoever, and it kept suspended. Now, I wasn't very fussed if it did suspend or if it did sink. I would have liked it either way. But I honestly, I'm glad it did suspend, because it looks, in my opinion, I think it looks a lot prettier than what it would have done if it sank. So, that's the basis of what I did here, and yeah, I just made, like I said, I just made up the 200 millilitres. I added more blue and more, I think I added more glitter. Yeah, I did. I added more Hemway glitter, and well, I just poured it in, really. The rest of the resin went into my seal mould that is beside me. I would have had it on camera, but I don't have enough room. Honestly, I have got so much stuff on my table at the moment, and I do apologise for the state of my table, but I have had a lot of projects going on recently, and a lot of collaborations coming up. So yeah, it's gotten a bit chaotic in my craft room, but it'll get back to normal again. I just need to find a bit of time to just clear everything out. So, yeah, we'll put a bit of music on for you and just let you watch the rest of the pour. And I'll see you on demould. Hi guys, welcome back. I have been absolutely dying to demould these today. Really absolutely dying to do it. But before I do, it's getting a bit dark in here, so if you just give me a second. Sorry, I'm not very prepared today. Just going to put all my lights on so we can see. But yeah, I've been absolutely dying to demould these today just to see if they've actually worked. So I have not peeked whatsoever, so we'll see if these have worked. I hope they have, but this is my first time doing this, so these could be complete failures. So, right, let's see what this looks like. Ooh, that's really strange. I mean, it's transparent. That's a really strange effect. I don't think it's a larimar. It's close, really close. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's really close, but I don't think my alcohol inks are pigmented enough. I mean, you can see through it, but it's really close, really close. I think so anyway. So that's that one. Let's have a look at this one. No, these are definitely fails, I guess Andy would call them, but I do like them. They're not bad, you know? Absolutely not bad at all. I love that effect in the middle. So, yeah, I will be doing this again. Probably with a slightly different resin. And maybe some different alcohol inks as well. But they didn't turn out half bad. Didn't turn out half bad at all. But yeah, that's those demoulded. So, just put that to the side. We'll have a look at this jar. Now, two things would have probably happened with this jar because I put quite a lot of glitter in, and it's Hemway glitter, so it's quite good glitter. It would have either sank or it would have floated, and most glitters, if they're heavy enough, they do usually sink. Now, I don't mind either way what it does, but we'll have to see. This doesn't feel like it's going to be easy to do. I'm going to try and not scratch my mould either because I've not had this mould long. Here we go. It's coming. Oof. Okay, we're getting there. I've just got it. Well, from the looks of that, it looks as if it has stayed afloat. I don't see any glitter that has sunk. It looks like it's all floated, so that's absolutely great. That I don't mind that at all. That is fine. I did sort of want it to float, but if it sank, then it wouldn't have mattered to me either. Gosh, these are so hard. This is such a hard mould. And my god, there's like hardly any bubbles in these. I am absolutely impressed. There's a bit of overspill on the lid there. But yeah, the only bubbles I can personally see are on here, on this rim. I can see some bubbles on the rim there at the bottom. But other than that, there's no big bubbles at all. And there's a few bubbles there as well, actually. But I bet you it still works. Look at that. It does work. That is amazing. I've never used this jar mould before, but yeah, it's turned out really well. So now that I've demoulded them, I'm gonna see what else I can do to them, because This project, I want it to be almost like holiday themed, because me and my family during like the summertime or any time at the end of summer or anything like that really, we tend to go to Cyprus. Just recently I managed to get some stickers that reminded me of there. So the blue jar, yeah, it's over here. Sorry for the rustling, guys. So the blue jar is meant to represent the seafront in Cyprus, and the green coasters are meant to represent like the land parts. Sorry, I'm just trying to find the stickers that I've recently purchased that reminded me, and I want to use them today anyway, so just bear with me just a second. I think it's these ones. I could be wrong though. So yeah, I think it's these ones. Let me just get them out. Now, they do have a white border, but I think I can work around that. So yeah, I've got these stickers. I'm trying to find, I wonder if I got the wrong ones. Yeah, I think the ones I'm thinking of, I don't think I've got them yet actually. But these ones I think would be really nice on here. Like, almost like tropical vibe sort of things. Just trying to find the other. There should be, yeah, I thought there were 2 of these. And because Claire's our host for today for this video, she's been into a lot of the tropical vibes lately. So I thought personally it would be great if I could incorporate the like tropical vibes into this project. So, and Cyprus as well, it does have a lot of tropical like planting. So it's got palm trees, they grow a lot of banana trees there, and a lot of, if it's in grape season, they do have a lot of wineries and stuff in there as well. So yeah, this just reminded me of that. So it didn't really matter if the larimar failed, or, well, it did matter if it did actually look like a larimar, which it does on that one a little bit, and this one as well. I can see it, I really can, but yeah, the white's just not pigmented enough, I don't think, so I'm gonna have to get a more pigmented white. I'm just trying to get this in the middle. But yeah, I don't mind the white background at all, because these are beautiful. But I can easily go around that white background anyway a little bit and just try and incorporate into the coasters themselves. So yeah, I'll bring you back once I've had a think about what else I want to do to these, and yeah, we'll get things done. So yeah, just give me 2 minutes and I'll be right back. Okay guys, that's all I'm going to do to them for now. This bit was a little fiddly, and the top coats, I've got to say, aren't brilliant. But, in my opinion, they turned out really nice. These did as well. Again, the top coats aren't brilliant. I am still learning to top coat with UV, but it looks like I still need a bit of practice. But yeah, they both turned out really well. This is the end of the video now, so I just want to thank all of my subscribers, and I want to say a big hello to all my new subscribers, and just thank you for watching. And I also want to thank everybody for all the likes, comments, shares, all of the things that you do to support my channel. And yeah, all I've got to say is thank you very much, Claire, for letting me take part in this collaboration. And I had fun making these, especially these Lara fails, as Andy calls them. So yeah, I will get you some glamour shots at the end, and I will see you for the next video. Before you go, anybody who's viewing who hasn't subscribed, go down to the bottom and consider subscribing, because it is free and it does really help my channel as well. And please don't forget to like and comment, so it helps my channel grow and the algorithm can get my videos out there to other people. So yeah, this is the end, and I will see you next week for Wednesday's video. So yeah. Bye for now, guys. Stay positive and keep crafting. Okay. I'm very sorry. That just happened at a very, weird moment. Do you want to elaborate on anything else for the video? Alcoholic bottle? No, I think it's done. So, yeah. Thank you very much for that. I'll see you next week. I hope you've all had a good weekend, and I'll see you on Wednesday. Bye for now.
Let's go into my Highland fells and look in my book of spells, creating wonders in my domain. The Resin is calling my name. Ooh. Somewhere in my box of molds there's a beauty that will unfold, creating magic with this liquid gold, and I wonder what will do mold. Let my head be full of voices, sing the array of choruses, Scottish Highland.